be present, and receive. So we call on the spirits of the north and south. We call on the spirits of the east and west, that all the information presented here this day will be presented with perfect clarity and only for the highest good, that all protection that is necessary will be immediately provided. With this spirit-to-spirit communication, we validate this physical setting as a sanctuary for spiritual growth. May the Supreme Being bless our council together, enhancing safety, certainty, and joy for each of us in our physical incarnation and our soul's immortality. So the Master and the Council of the Seven are bringing forth a message that is for any success that you desire in your life on the material plane. The first step in having those desires manifest is to expand your ability to love. To love, to appreciate, to be in gratitude. That no matter what you are doing to bring about that success, whether it's a product or a service, when you come from a place of love, everything is going to come in a much easier manner and more joyfully. And what they really want you to know is if you don't ever reach the income bracket exactly, or have the house or the Jaguar, whatever it is that you desire, you are still going to have great joy along the journey. And chances are, now this is the kind of subtle hidden promise in there, chances are you will receive more success than you ever dreamed of. It just may come in a different way.
Lovely. So that's really, you could say service is based in love. And so that success really is linked to service and love. It's just a beautiful way to put it. And, you know, my guides are sharing, too, about the difference, and we've said this on another show, but they're reinforcing it because it really is so powerful. The difference between being interested in being successful and being committed to being successful. And I think there are so many people who are interested in success and wonder why other people achieve success, but they're not looking at the difference in behavior. When you're interested, you do whatever is convenient. When you're committed, you do whatever it takes. And so there is a vibration inside of successful people that is resonating with their own commitment. And that's really what we're looking for here. You know, the other thing they're just adding is that even though it's a challenge to us to hold the feeling of what it would be like to be successful before we are successful, that is a shortcut.
Exactly. Yeah. Very good. Well, those divine messages that we bring in every week are really designed to open you up, to give you that touch of divinity and that energy. So really take it into your body, take a breath and allow it to work its magic that's specifically for you. And then the other portion is, if you don't take something from this hour and implement it in your life, it can be, you know, an entertaining hour or a wonderful experience. But as we've said before, we want more than that for you. We want you to really see change and growth happening. So what would be one step that they could implement?
Well, we always, of course, reinforce grounding and centering. I know many of you on the show tonight are already practicing grounding and centering. If you're not, it really, truly is life-changing. We have scores and scores and scores of testimonials of people who really say their life turned around when they got into their body and got connected to their own internal resources. So I would reinforce that for everybody who is not regularly practicing that. There are ways to get a hold of the grounding and centering, either by downloading the podcast from the very first show on this radio station, or you could purchase it at www.raisemyvibes.com, and then you'd have the grounding and centering meditations that will guide you, the long form through to the shorter forms.
Great. It's invaluable. Another tool is to take time to define, what does success mean to you? Until you know what your cube would look like, you can't determine where you may be out of balance, or you don't know where you're going. Sometimes, as you're getting older, that's when health really starts moving up on the list. But, for those that have started with a good, healthy foundation of exercise and nutrition at a younger age, you're ahead of the